I can't smile. I was born with a really rare neurological disorder called Naudea syndrome. And the syndrome is so rare that it only affects one individual in every 3 to 4 million. And around the age of, I want to say 11 or 12, I had a really invasive operation that was supposed to be able to make me smile. Obviously the outcome was to be able to make me smile, but it was unsuccessful.
Getting the news, that was really heartbreaking on the day, because you sort of thought, well, what's going to happen down the track? How will she progress? So this was the day that you were diagnosed with a condition, and it was Friday, 13th of February.
I was born with a really rare neurological disorder called Naudea syndrome. So it's basically like facial paralysis, and because of this syndrome I was also born with an outer extremity deformity, and mine was bilateral talipes or clubbed feet. And around the age of, I want to say 11 or 12, I had a really invasive operation that was supposed to be able to make me smile, but it was unsuccessful.
And getting the news, that was really heartbreaking on the day, because you sort of thought, well, what's going to happen down the track? How will she progress? What will the teenage years be like? What will her young adult life be like? And all those sorts of things. So, so yeah, it was heartbreaking. Ugh. Whew.
I think my confidence got knocked out of me as I got older. I didn't want to go anywhere because I was insecure about myself. But when it comes to physical bullying, it's like, it's tough. So, you know, like I was pushed down hills, I had my bag ripped off my back, had books ripped out of my bag. I would I'd be walking upstairs and people would kick my knees in from behind. You know, it was tough. Oh, of course it did. I would always look at people and be like, why can't I be them? Why can't I just be accepted like they are accepting everyone else? I first started the self-help journey around the age of 20. That doesn't mean I fully accepted myself then, but it's been 4 years of me really working hard in all aspects of my life to make sure I can live the best life I possibly can. When I started to own who I was and my appearance and everything about myself, my whole world opened up. And I'd sort of started getting better at the beginning of 2017. I was contacted by someone from Parafed Auckland, which is the Paralympic sort of body here in Auckland, and asked if I wanted to give athletics a go, and so I was like, sure, I won't be running anywhere, but I'll throw something. So they gave me a shot put and they said, just give it a go. So I threw it and they were like, wow, okay, you're pretty good. And then they measured it and they were like, oh, you've just broken the New Zealand record in your classification, where I competed and got my classification to compete internationally, and also became world #1 in my classification by competing there, which was just incredible. Being an athlete has given me so much discipline and strength and confidence, and it's really set me up, and I think it really helped in terms of my recovery journey. Oh, everything's changed since accepting myself. My confidence, the way I interact with people, the way I interact with people online, being 100% authentic to me. Like, I'm probably one of the most sarcastic people you'll ever meet.
Gosh, I know. It is so hard being ridiculously, offensively attractive. Like, I get it. I'm so sorry.
And to be able to showcase that, especially on platforms like TikTok, like people just love that. I just don't care what anyone has to say, and just go with the flow, and accepting myself for who I am was the greatest decision I ever made, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. So I have recently become an ambassador for an organisation called the Good Human Factory, started by professional surfer Cooper Chapman. His main goal with the Good Human Factory is to just make people curious about mental health. I joined it because I believe in Cooper's messaging so much. I myself am such a huge mental health advocate.
She's got this intelligence there that is very underestimated, and yeah, Mum and Dad are very super proud of her.
I found myself, but I've also found my purpose. I know it sounds so cheesy, but I think it was all worth it. I'd say the main thing would be inspiring and empowering other people. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. It's something that still blows my mind today, that people can take so much from me and my story. If you'd asked me a few years ago, I would have been probably a bit annoyed or sad about it, and I probably would have wanted to get another operation that was enabling me to smile. But now I'm so more than fine with it. Like, I love not being able to smile, it's my superpower.